Hello YouTube, the Bard Otaku is here, and I'm bringing you guys the Otaku news. Okay, so the first story of the day is that one manga is dying. Yes, I know, it is tragic, really. Recently, the corporations have said that we don't like scanlations anymore. Because, well, okay, they were okay with scanlations, well, they weren't really, but they let them slide. Basically, what scanlations are is you get the original Japanese version of the manga, scan it onto the computer, edit out the words, and fill them in with English text. This, of course, goes against every single copyright law ever, but you know what, they didn't really care. Now they're saying, oh, you know what, we don't want this. Well, I wonder why they don't want this. Let's pause. Come, children, gather. Sit around, Otaku, and we're going to brainstorm as to why they possibly don't want us to do this anymore. One, the industry is in really, really bad shape. You know, it's a dying industry. I know you're going to argue with me about that, but I don't care because the way it's going, it's really bad right now. They don't want free copies of their manga being pushed around the internet. And there's no way they're going to stop this. They know that. But they're going to try to cripple it as much as they can to stop it. Like a baby seal that's getting out of the water. You know, the Eskimos don't want to go after it, but they just want to stop it from moving. So what do? I compared manga to seal clubbing. Awesome. When one manga heard that the industry wanted to stop the spread of scanlations, they actually did the right thing and put a stop to it. They didn't have to, but, you know, they wanted to do what was right and they did it. Now, a lot of people use one manga to read their manga, so, you know, now the question is, well, where are we going to go? What's going on? One manga didn't officially close right now. You can actually go to their website right now. The only part that's still up, I believe, is their blog. Their forums, and people are discussing what's going to happen. And you know what? You could go anywhere to read manga. Manga Fox, I don't even know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure they're not taking anything down. They might, don't quote me. I'm just guessing. I didn't read too much into what Manga Fox is doing. But, you know, scanlations are going to be everywhere anyway, so we don't have to worry that much. Anyway, but you know what? We don't really know what the industry's doing. Maybe they want to get rid of scanlation so they could start their own online manga base. I mean, who knows? Maybe that way we could actually get manga from the companies themselves and, you know, not have to be, you know, illegal, piratey, sneaky stuff. You know, I doubt they're going to do it for free. There's probably going to be a price, but you know what? It's still probably going to be cheaper than going out to buy the manga anyway. So, you know, all you people, maybe you should stop crying and suck it up. If you happen to be a fellow Canadian like myself, but you happen to live in Richmond, British Columbia, you are one of the luckiest people I know. There is a brand new maid cafe that has opened up just a while ago, and it is called Cafe Magnetic. This, of course, features, you know, you're going to have your schoolgirls, you're going to have your mecha pilots, you're going to have your policewomen, you're going to have your bunny girls, and of course this all rotates, you know, different times, per week they change it up a bit, you know, just to add something new. So you don't always have to go back and see the same old girls because, you know, we all know how boring that'll get. I mean, seriously, people. Anyway, to be different from, you know, the various other cafes, you know, in Canada, because they're everywhere. I could walk down the street and get to one, but I don't care. They also have male servers. That's creepy. Male costumes include schoolboys, gothic, I don't know why. Ew. Do you girls like gothic? Really? I don't know. It's weird. And some other things, of course, changes per week. If you happen to live there, why don't you, you know, go there, take some pictures for us. You send them to me personally. I'd be happy to watch or see. You know, that sucks. Why doesn't Toronto get a cafe? Seriously. I mean, the only maid cafe I get to go to is during, Anime North, Cafe Delish. It's delicious. The food's pretty good, too. Now, my last story has to do about Twilight. No. Hear me out. It gets better, I promise, okay? Just hear me out. A man was found dead at the premiere of the brand new Twilight movie. See? I told you, it gets better. The man was found dead after the movie had ended. It was believed that he was, of course, a homeless man who came into the theater to probably get some warmth. I don't know. I'm just saying. He got in, sat down, and they believe he died about a couple minutes into the movie. Now, nobody noticed he was dead until the crew, the people that worked at the movie theaters came in to clean up the theater. So the people sitting around him, of course, I'm just going to guess it was sold out, didn't notice that this man had died next to them. God, people, really? Take your eyes away from the screen and look at the dead man next to you. Come on. You could watch this on YouTube probably within a week, okay? But when are you going to see a dead man? Seriously. It's prioritize. Anyway. The police came and said that it's not suspicious, but they're going to look into it. What's suspicious? We know what killed him. He watched Twilight. This man was not prepared for what he saw. You know what? This is what happened, okay? The Twitards, they don't watch. They're like Otaku to some extent. Hear me out. They just accept things in the movie as, just facts of the story, that they have to follow along or else they're just going to be completely, brain dead. This man didn't. He made the mistake of actually watching the movie and making it register. At that point, his brain began to hemorrhage. His eye fluids began to boil as his head cooked, and slowly he died from this immense... It was probably during the topless scene. He's like, that's not what a man's supposed to look like. What is that? Why is he sparkling? I thought he was a vampire, not some wood pixie. I don't know why he sounded like that. He probably did, though. You could quote me on that. Yes, you can quote me on that. And that is how he died. It's really tragic, too. I mean, this just shows how obsessed these Twitards are. A man died and they didn't even notice. It's kind of bad that I'm making fun of him, too. Well, you know what? He proved a point to everybody. Twilight sucks. You hear me, Stephanie Meyer? I'm coming for you. That is a threat. It's not a threat. I can't say that. I'm already being watched by YouTube. I don't want to get thrown out again. Anyway, that has been the Otaku news for this past couple weeks. See you, YouTube. Have fun.